day one of renovating the camper. Our main projects are going to be to make the loft wider, and then our other main project is to create a drop down for the table so that we can create more space in the camper when we're not using it. And then we're just gonna like repolstering one of the benches and then just like painting and stuff, but that's the main two things that we're doing. And we've got 3 weeks until we hit the road. So stay tuned. So the first thing that we did was we removed the frame of the loft because that's where the extension was gonna go. And then we looked around the barn and we found this 2x6 just standard piece of old wood, and we cut it to size so that it would fit the loft area. And then we brought it into the camper and just sized it up, brought the loft up, make sure that it wasn't gonna hit the ceiling with the extension on it. And then Christian sanded down the wood, put some finish on it, used a Dremel to make a little design in it, just so that it would look nice and finished and not like an old piece of plywood. The next day, I started to work on repolstering the bench, which had an old, dirty white leather covering to it, and I wanted it to go with the color tones that we had in mind for the camper, and for it to just look overall cleaner. All I did was just take out all the original staples holding the fabric in place. I cut the new fabric to size, and pretty much just followed the original repolstering technique that was used, because I had never done anything like this before, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. One of the projects that we were looking forward to the most was changing the colors of the cabinets. So we went ahead and unscrewed them off their hinges and used this yellow spray paint that unintentionally matched the door to our camper. And I'm really happy on how they turned out. It really brightens the space up. And then we moved on to the table that used to be a dark granite color, and we spray painted that a deep red, and originally made the legs blue, but then we just realized it just didn't look good, so we painted them black and it looks pretty good. And here is how the table easily drops down. One of the not so fun things, but most characterizing changes we made was the wallpaper. This was a peel and stick wallpaper that we thought would be pretty easy, but this was actually one of the hardest parts of the renovation. But with some patience and a few swears here and there, we made it through and hugged it out like we always do. Then I really got started decorating by adding some string light vines around the camper, making it feel outdoorsy and more our style. I used command hooks to do this, however I will say some of these did fall down and needed some reinforcement with some more tape and tacks and whatnot. Lastly, we did our mattress for the loft. We cut this leftover memory foam mattress down to size and covered it with this green soft ribbed fabric and secured it using pins, Velcro, and some fabric glue. And of course, after putting it in place, we had to try it out.